Hi, welcome to Yoga by Janelle. Today's class is a flexibility class designed for stretching your back if you're having any type of back pain. I would suggest that you try this class at least 3 days in a row. Hopefully you will feel some relief immediately, but I would always say try it 3 days in a row to get the best benefits of the class. So the only things that you're going to need for this class today are going to be your yoga mat and either a towel or a strap in case you need to use that as well. You will not be doing any flow in this class. This class is basic, grounded stretching. So I would ask you to come on down and lie onto your backs if that's a comfortable position for you. So let's go ahead and lay down. You're going to ease yourself down to the ground, lowering one vertebra at a time. Go ahead and straighten those knees out. And we're going to turn those palms up, facing upward. We're going to start in Shavasana today. And you can keep your eyes open. You can either close your eyes, whichever works best for you. While lying here, I want you to focus in on your breath. You're going to inhale through your nose and exhaling it out through your nose as well. Inhale again and exhale it out. Go ahead and draw your abdominal muscles in towards your spine. Continue breathing. Inhale, and as you exhale, allow yourself to clear your mind of all things that are just bogging you down, things that you're thinking about. Exhale all those thoughts out and focus in on your breath. One more inhale, and exhale it out. At this time, we're going to go ahead and bring your feet so that your knees are facing upward and your feet are firmly rooted down onto the ground. Extend your arms out to your side. And we're going to just start with a little bit of movement. You're going to try to make sure that, first of all, make sure that your back is firmly planted on the ground. You don't want too much space between your back and the ground. You're going to softly rotate those knees out to the right side of your body, sending your gaze over to your left. We're going to take a couple breaths. And inhale back in. Exhale those knees out to your left side, rotating your head to your right. Exhale those knees back up to the center. I'm going to do this one more time. And bring those legs out to the right again. Gaze is going to be over your left. Bringing those knees back to center, dropping them out to the left once more. Maintain your breathing. And inhale it in, exhale it back out, and inhale those knees back into the center. And we're going to come to a moment of stillness, bringing those arms down to your sides. Rotate those palms down to the floor. If you can, draw those feet back so that you can almost touch. If you can touch, that's great, but almost touch those heels with your fingertips. You want to wrap those thigh muscles inward so that you're not letting your legs flail out to the side. You want to stand firm in those legs. We're going to peel your hips away from the mat. You're going to be resting on your feet, palms of your hands, your head and your upper back. So we're going to go ahead and lift. Inhale, lift it up. 2 breaths. And exhale it back down, lowering 1 vertebra at a time. Gonna inhale, lift it up again. Keeping those muscles wrapped inward. 2 more breaths. Again, listen to your body. If you cannot hold it this long, hold it to what you can. I'm going to inhale, lift it again. 2 breaths. Exhaling it down. Inhale, lift 1 more time. And hold it there. Exhaling it down. Bring your left leg up towards your chest. You're going to turn that foot so that you're going to cross it over the right thigh. We're going to hold it here just a moment. Bring that left foot, pull it back so that your toe is facing your shin. Holding it here for a couple of breaths, just stretching out your pelvis a little bit. We're going to go ahead and draw those legs up towards your chest. If you need, you can take your hands, you can thread through that opening and grabbing onto the thigh and slowly bring it in towards your chest. Make sure that you're not pulling against your own body. You want to have a nice stretch, but you do not want to cause pain. This stretch is a nice glute stretch. It will definitely stretch the piriformis muscle. Quite often when people experience back pain or sciatic pain, the piriformis muscle tends to be one of the prime issues. So this is a great stretch for that. I'm going to take a few more breaths. And releasing it down slowly. Bringing that left leg onto the ground. And we're going to take and cross the right leg, doing the same thing. Just going to open up that hip here. Getting a nice little stretch right here in this pelvis. If you need, you can take your hand and just kind of press down into that as well. I'm going to hold this for a couple of breaths. Okay, before you bring this leg up, you want to fold or pull that right toe back towards your shin. We're going to go ahead and draw that leg up towards your chest. And you can go in and grab onto it again. If you have a strap, you can also take that strap and wrap it around that thigh. And you can use your strap to help pull in, if that's what you need to do. I'm going to hold it here for a few breaths. exhaling it out. One more inhale. And let it go. Softly bring those feet back down to the ground. I apologize that I did not mention, if you don't have a strap, you can go and get a towel and roll a towel up, and you can use a towel instead. The next one we're going to go to is we're going to start with that left leg. We're going to stretch out those hamstrings. We're going to take your foot if you need the strap. Let me show you before we use the strap. If you don't need to use a strap, you can just lift that leg up, holding on to the shin. You're going to press that heel all the way up into the air as far as you can and pull back gently. If you're going to use the strap or towel, you want to get that over that instep or the inside of that heel, the inside of your foot. Same directions, you're going to pull back on that toe, getting that heel up as far as you can in the air, and gently pulling in to get that stretch. With that right leg, make sure you don't have that right leg hanging out to the side. Keep that right leg straight up towards the ceiling, or you can drop it down if this is comfortable for you. Going to take a few breaths, stretching out that hamstring muscle in the back. You can put a micro bend in your knee if this helps to decrease strain. And a lot of times when people are suffering from low back pain, hamstrings are another one that do not get stretched. And oftentimes they will begin to get tight. So this is a great stretch that will help to relieve back pain, but also relieve tightness that you may be experiencing in the lower half of your body. And we're going to bring it down nice and slow. I'm going to switch over to the other side. Drawing that leg up. Shooting that heel to the ceiling. And breathing in through your nose. And exhaling it out. Inhaling. And exhaling it out. Again, if you need to make a little bend in the knee, that is absolutely fine. Keeping that left leg facing upward and not flailing out to the side of your body. And releasing that leg down, nice and slow. We can set our straps or our towels to the side. I want you to come over onto your belly. So if you are experiencing pain that is very uncomfortable, I want you to shift to whichever side. If you have one-sided pain, I want you to shift to whichever side the pain is the least on. If your pain is spanning across your back, I'm going to urge you to find the best possible way that you can, because this is your body, and it's hard for me to instruct you on how to work your body. I want you to find the best way that you can get onto your belly if you can do this position. But if you are having pain on one side, I want you to come with me. You're going to shift yourself over to the side where you have the least amount of pain. Drop that leg down, and you're going to roll one whole roll at a time. So it's called a log roll. You're rolling your entire body over. We're going to come over onto our bellies. Once you're on your belly, we're going to go into Sphinx pose. You're going to have your elbows at your chest. You're going to stretch those hands forward, open those fingers forward. You're going to push yourself up, broadening that chest, looking forward. Shoulders are going to be down and away from your ears. We're going to hold this position for 5 breaths. I'm going to inhale it in, Exhaling it out. Inhale it in. Exhaling it out. Draw those abdominal muscles in. And one more inhale. And exhale it out. All right, we're going to come ahead and bring those hands to where your elbows were. Bring those hands, line them up at your chest. When we go into this cobra, you do not want to push those arms out to the side. You want to have your arms facing the back end of the room, or behind you, should I say. In cobra, you're going to have basically the same instructions. You want to keep your shoulders down away from your ears, and you're going to have your gaze is going to be forward. We're not going to go into a full cobra pushing all the way through. You just want to go into what's comfortable for you and your back. We're going to go ahead and push into cobra. Draw those abdominal muscles in, which will help to protect your back. We're going to push up gently. Inhale. And exhale it down. Again, listen to your body. If you cannot do this, please don't force it. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. Exhaling it down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhale it down. One more time, we're going to inhale. Hold it. And exhale it down. We're going to push into our tabletop. You're going to push through those arms. Tuck those toes. Push up into your tabletop position. You want to have your shoulders stacked over your wrist. Draw those abdominal muscles in. You want knees stacked over, you want your hips stacked over your knees. We're going to go ahead and do a few cat and cows. If you do not have a herniated disc, then you may go ahead and do the full range. If you have a herniated disc or a spinal condition, please follow this instruction. When you go to round that back out, I want you to come back to a flat back if you are a person with a spinal condition. Otherwise, we're going to drop it down. Inhale, lower that abdominal belly. Send that gaze forward. Exhaling it out, pushing and rounding that back out. Inhaling it into your cow. We're going to exhaling it out into your cat. Again, if we're modifying, this is going to look like this. You're going to inhale, and you're going to exhale just to a flat back. We're going to take those feet, we're going to tuck them. We're going to push into our downward facing dog. If downward facing dog, you're going to push up those knees, lift those knees up, lift that hip high in the sky, all the way up as far as you can, floating those heels towards the mat. If your heels are not touching the mat, that is fine. Spread those fingers wide. You want your bend of your elbows or the eye of your elbows to slightly face forward. It's pushing that chest back towards your thighs. Holding those abdominal muscles in, dropping that head down, looking at your feet. I'm going to take a few breaths. And bringing it down. Drop those knees back down. Bring those feet together, bringing those toes together. Spread those knees apart to the sides of your mat. Push your bottom back towards your feet, slowly maintaining your back position. Walk those hands forward, dropping that head down to the mat if you can. Maintain your breath. Inhale it up. And one more time. And we're going to bring those arms back towards you, pushing up into your tabletop again. We're going to drop down and sit on our bottoms. We're going to come into a crisscross leg position if you can. We're going to inhale those arms up and exhale them down. Inhale those arms up again. On your exhale, we're going to rotate to your right. You're going to put that right hand behind you. Left hand is going to go on the outside of your thigh. Keeping that back lengthened up, just gently twist and look over that right side shoulder. Taking a few breaths. And rotating back forward, untwisting. We're going to inhale it up again. Exhaling it down. Inhale it up. On this exhale, we're going to exhale it out to the left. Bringing that left hand behind you. Right arm is on your outside of your knee or thigh. Gently twist that head behind you, gazing over the left shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Inhale it in and exhale. One more time. And exhaling it out, twisting back around forward. I'm going to bring those legs into your butterfly position. Find the space that is best for you. Keep that body lengthened up. Just going to press those elbows or your forearms into your knees, giving it a nice stretch. Keep those abdominal muscles drawn in and hold. And breathe. Again, if your issue is not a spinal issue, I would encourage you to go ahead and try to lean into it a little bit. That'll give you a little bit more stretch in the back, opening a little bit of space there. You can also bring those legs out further forward and push into that as well. Last time, let's inhale it in and exhale it out. And we're going to go ahead, come back into a seated posture. And we're going to go one more inhale in. And we're going to exhale it all the way out. And that is our class. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining this class. I ask that you would go in and subscribe to this channel if you have enjoyed this class. Hit your notification bell so that you know when I upload new classes. And of course, if the class has been beneficial for you, please drop a comment below. Let me know what you thought. I appreciate comments because it lets me know how I can continue to grow to benefit you all. So again, share this with anyone that you like, and you guys just have such a wonderful day. Thanks.